Hey guys, Jerry's here, and today we're going to be remaking the original smoke video on Mirage. So first off, we're going to start with an A execute, and what you're going to do in an A execute is smoke off CT, connector stairs, and connector jungle. And keep in mind, I'm going to be using some jump throws, so if you don't have a jump throw bind, you should probably get one. I can link you a video in the description. So first off, this is all 128 tick. For a CT, you're going to want to stand against this railing. Aim at this corner. And then hit your jump throw bind. As you can see, that's smoke CT, and if anyone jumps up on ticket, they're going to have no view on the bomb site unless they push through the smoke. Now onto connector stairs, and all you're gonna do is jump up on this, make sure you're against the wall, aim below, aim at the lower half of this gap, and make sure you don't aim over here so it doesn't bounce off the wooden part, and release. And that's going to block off anyone sitting on the stairs or connector trying to peek into palace. Lastly, for connector and jungle, you're going to walk up over here, stand against the third column or line, whatever you want to say. Walk up against the wall. And you see this little line, this indent, you're going to look straight up there and a little bit to the right. And then throw it. And as you can see, that's going to block off anyone sitting jungle connector. The only problem is there's going to be a small gap. So whenever you're crossing around here, you should keep that in mind so you don't get caught off guard. As far as mid smokes, there's a series of jump throws that you could do from T-spawn to block off mid window. The best one being going against this trash can. While you're crouching, you're going to aim at this part of the railing, and right when you hit the bottom of the balcony, right on this area, you're going to hit your jump throw bind. As you can see, it blocked off all of jungle, and they have no one-way or any kind of gap. Alright, so there is a few more smokes that you could do. I will cover up the mid window by using a jump throw, but both of them have a one-way gap, or a gap for the CTs to have a nice little one-way, so they could just gun you down as you're trying to pass through top mid. If you want a consistent smoke on both 128 tick and 64 tick, then I suggest walking over here, positioning yourself against this little line, aiming at this. You're going to aim up into the sky and a bit to the right, so when you're running against this railing, you don't bump or you don't throw it off this. And then you're just going to release right when you hit the end of the railing, like that. So that smoke is good because you're not jumping, so ticks don't affect where the smoke's going to land, but the smoke requires a lot of good timing, because if you release it slightly too fast, it's going to be short. If you release it too late, you're going to bounce off, you're going to bump into this, and then the smoke's going to fly to the right. And now if you want a really consistent mid smoke that'll let you pass the mid boxes, you can stand up against this trash can on top, and you're going to aim in the middle of these two metal rods. And this one's really great because The only way the enemies can do damage to you guys is if they're just pre-firing the smoke and they get a lucky headshot, or you know, just spray you down, which many are gonna try to do. But it's great because all you gotta worry about is connector, and that smoke's really quick and easy, so you don't have to worry about timing it right or releasing exactly when you should. Now, once you're in top mid, behind these boxes, if you want to smoke off mid window, you're gonna stand up against this right corner, and you see this little angle. You're gonna go all the way up till this flap, and then throw it. That's gonna smoke off when mid window, once you're up top mid, or if you ever need to re-smoke it. And then if you want to smoke catwalk, you just walk up into this other corner, aim at the top tip of the antenna, and that's going to smoke off cat, so no one can shoot you from there, or they're going to back up. Now, a great single B smoke to have is the one that is the one for cat. And what's great about this smoke is it cuts off a player that is almost always pushing cat, right? Because you usually have one sitting around van area and one pushing up cat to support mid. So if you guys are going to throw this smoke, I suggest walking into B, because you don't want to alert the guy cat, so he plays close and the smoke does virtually nothing. So to throw this smoke, you're going to stand in this corner, aim at the top left tip of this tower, and then throw it. So it's going to bounce off the wall, the ground. It's going to bounce right there, so if there's a player cat trying to support mid somewhere around here, he's going to get caught. And unless he pushes through the smoke, which he might very well do, you guys can cross without having to worry about someone playing back here. As a CT, the smokes are pretty simple. For example, if you want to smoke a ramp, you're just going to walk up into this corner. If you see the box right in the middle, you're going to aim a bit to the right of that and just throw it. And there's going to be no gaps in the smoke, and if you're holding from right here, you can kind of see him pushing out, and if you aim at headshot level, you know, free kill. And then if you're a player playing B, there's two different kinds of smokes you can do. If you expect there might be a quick rush, for example, you want pistol round, you might just want to, right when you enter the site, just bounce it off this wall. Bruh. XD, dude. Alright, so you might just want to run in and just throw it off the wall. And that's going to smoke them out to about here. If you know the CTs are not going to be rushing, or you don't think they are, then you can run around the van, for example, and throw it in like that. So it smokes it very deep. And you trap them in this small area, and you can even, you know, if you want to check it, after you smoke it, you might want to just jump like that at an angle, so you see if anyone's pushing out through the smoke, and if they are, you can like simply nade them or call out to your teammate, and then he'll try to support you from cat. Alright, on to simple smokes that could help you catch your enemy off guard. You got the one-way smoke from connector. So you're just going to walk up into connector, look at this thing, lol, aim at the dark wood right here, and you're going to right click like that. And when you stand in the corner, you're going to have a nice little one-way. And for your enemies, it's going to look like there's no one there. So unless they're expecting that, like you've done it before a few rounds, they should not know what hit them. You're just going to tap someone in the head. Great for using an M4A1. Now if you're playing mid and you have a rifle, you could try a one-way smoke for a jungle. To do that, you're going to stand up against this bench. This wooden bench, I guess. You don't want to stand up against this wall or this corner. So against the bench, aim at this at the left corner of this dark spot in the wood. And that's gonna bounce up on the windowsill, and then you're gonna have a nice little one way. If anyone crosses, you just gun them down. You know what I mean? So it's really great, especially if you have an M4A1, because you're silent, right? They don't know where you're shooting unless they suspect it, right? Alright, thanks for watching, guys. If you learned anything new, be sure to subscribe and leave this video a like. Also, let me know what you want to see in the future. Thanks, Jerry's out.